We're back and let's see if it is up and running. And yes, I've got excellent stream configuration again, so if we were having any lag issues before, they should be gone now. So back to the game.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Wait, what's happening? Wait, why can't I? What the fuck?
Certainly.
Why can I not? Is it stuck? Or am I crazy? I can move down. Can I legit not move any further? Are we sneaking? Stop sneaking, please. How do I stop sneaking? There we go. No more sneaking. Oh. Alright. Doesn't look like we can go any further.
Yes.
Guess the map will tell me. Yup. So we're heading back up towards that bear cave that we were warned about just now. Let's see how that shit goes. It's over here. Oh no, no, no. I don't wanna. Oh, okay. Up, up, up we go. Alright, into the darkness. So, some creatures, alright, that wasn't fast enough to read that, but, just so everyone knows, there's no face cam today
Yes.
because I am at my friend's house, and that's a fucking bear, right? And he is, his lighting is bad, so there's not really a point in having the face cam. Let's see. Lion, do that thing. And yeah, let's try it. I am fighting it, aren't I? It looks like I am.
Certainly.
Oh no. Well, pretty sure that bear just murdered the shit out of me. That was unpleasant. Tim leaves for 1 second and I die. Alright. Let's reload this save file and try it again, because I feel like I can fight it, but I did it wrong. Alright. Can we do the sneak thing?
Oh.
There we go. Sneak in. Alright, and fight
Finish
it.
them.
You do that, and you, what is this? Wounding shot, guns, pledge, right. And you do that. So let's do it then.
Oh.
We're attacking it.
Finish them.
Kill it. Alright. Didn't like it. It doesn't like it. I don't think I can do it. Oh. Yep, I don't think I can fight this bear.
My wounds remain.
Alright. Yep. Murderous bear. Can't do it. So fuck it, I'll just go somewhere else.
Certainly.
So, fuck that bear forever. Where to? Let's go to the left because I haven't been there.
Yes.
Gilded Vale? No? 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 I can't? I'm already here. Okay. Let's go this way.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, that was right.
Oh,
This is my party. Okay, Gilded Vale. 8 hours. Let's go. And I believe that Tim is talking to his mother right now. Hover over the icons on any character's portrait to see what spells are available.
certainly.
Alright. So what have we got in here? Anything? Anything of interest? Who are these people? Oh, cutscene. Oh my god. What? I didn't know I was in Tomb Raider. What the fuck is happening?
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Holy fuck. Really? Alright. That's
Of course, we'll need to
disturbing.
make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widely's legacy.
Sounds a little bit evil.
Have you ever conceived a hollowborn child?
What the hell is a hollowborn child?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
What the fuck?
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Interesting.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
What the fuck? Alright, I don't want to tell him that. I don't want to tell him that either. Let's ask about the fucking tree. Yes, not everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Radric banished the mothers of Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him, and while he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. Interesting. We've had ciphers, wizards, and animancers come through town, taking the Lord's coin and promising to end the curse. Lord Radric finally decided to make an example of those who would profit from our tragedy. He points to the body of a dwarven woman. The latest was an animancer from the Baelian republics who claimed to know techniques none of us had seen, and now we've seen it all. Holy fuck. Let's ask more about Hollowborn. Forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. Alright. I see. Pitiful dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saint War, and so the name Waidwin's legacy is stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He nods. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. I don't want to tell people this. Can I, like, just leave and not say that? Fuck. The ritual. He regard you carefully. You will want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on within ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Bareth, have mercy. We certainly have. I don't think so. It's just as they finish the roads of Biwak. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to Biwak, you wouldn't be standing here. I've been feeling strange since a close call with the Biwak. Is there someone in town who can help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate.
Oh, shit.
After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
This guy, I don't like him.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Bye, Felicia.
Keep out of...
Keep out of what? Uh-oh.
Listen.
Oh, you got to the tree, the tree!
Let that be the
It
last.
looks like the tree in Tomb Raider. It's terrifying.
3. Gods have mercy.
What does that mean?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully.
Did you learn about what the Hollowborn are?
Yeah.
Terrifying, right?
Yeah.
Dead babies, dead babies, dead babies, dead babies.
You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bareth must be redoubled. What happened? But no more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Maybe sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or a stable, for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Well, I'm not going to threaten him. I don't want to be put in the tree. Can I talk to any of these people? Or is he going to yell if I walk
You press
past him?
tab. Yeah, you can talk to them. They're not. They don't have. They might not have anything interesting to say.
Hmm?
Wow.
Certainly.
Alright.
The inn is south of you. If you press M, the map is already filled out.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, no one has anything to fucking say, so...
There's more area south. You don't want to go up the stairs. There's nothing interesting
Oh.
there.
Oh, this way?
Yeah.
I thought there was a wall here, that's why, Who is this bitch?
Are you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
That's not funny. Strange way to talk about the dead. Half the town's up there now, seems like. No right way to talk about it. Looking for someone who can help me feel better.
My
Alright.
condolences.
What the fuck? Useless motherfucker. Alright.
Wow, you're so mean. Yeah, if you click M. There's
Is
the
this all
inn.
people?
Huh? No, those are locations. Aloth is a person though,
Oh,
and Adair is a person.
okay.
I'll tell you now, they're companions, so you're gonna want to recruit them.
Okay.
A little later. Well, in a minute. You'll get it.
Useless motherfuckers. Angry townsmen. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. Its face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf. I'm an elf too.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
If I say nothing, will that end the dialogue?
No. You've got a lot of gall mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially not Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Wait, that's a completely different voice than the one he had before.
I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarreled.
That's where you're wrong.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't want to fight them.
Too bad, you are.
What do I want to do over?
Nope.
Right, I guess.
Fight! It didn't. That's not.
What?
So, the lion, right?
Yes.
Right. This is an like when you activate this, it does an area of effect wherever he is there. So if you click that, it cancels that ability. And this is your crossbow. You might want in the future have a set of melee weapons so you can fight in like in melee range, because you take a lot of disadvantages fighting in with a ranged weapon in melee.
I see.
He exploded.
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck?
Hit.
Why did he explode? What the fuck?
Because you killed him.
What the fuck?
This happens in this game. It's kind of a throwback to Baldur's Gate, when if you killed someone very brutally, they just explode into gore.
What the fuck? Alright.
It's great.
So last of the attackers falls. The elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face. Is there any way to avoid fucking murdering the shit out of them?
Those three people?
Yeah.
No.
Aw.
They always
Not
die.
quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
Strains his hood and you
Way to go,
notice
Pooh.
the remains, okay, of frayed embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, with the leatherwork beneath that is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
Tell me
I'm a
about
wizard
yourself.
by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Alright,
And
reasonable.
how exactly did you come to be here? In Griffin Ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
I'm mysterious. Alright. A woman must have her secrets. Very well. Good choice. I approve of that. Alright, what are you doing here? How did you cross them? I should get going. How did you
I'm
cross them?
afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. You did make a rather lewd suggestion. One of the arresters and his own sister. I see. I'm just gonna tell him the truth. You told him to fuck his sister. that cleared his throat and adjusted his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily. After a few pints of the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. No, what the fuck? I want to know what the fuck is wrong with this asshole.
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expected wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Interesting.
You have tweets.
Probably just Markiplier tweeting or something.
You have twats.
I see. I'm a settler. Strange things, looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
The tree. Certain glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the follow rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. You don't look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Right.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Sure.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
So what's up with
Indeed.
split personality over here? What the fuck's wrong with him?
You find out more later.
Pick it up. Pick up the shit.
You need to wait for the icon to change.
Why do I have to wait?
Yes.
There will be no waiting.
Stop moving the mouse around like a crazy person, and you'll be fine.
Oh?
That's right. Like that. Stop doing that. There's the inn. I'd
Oh,
suggest
this?
resting in it. Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry now. Alright, who are these motherfuckers? Alright. Wow, dry in here, is it?
Nice and dry. Nice.
Fucking dry outside, too!
No, it wasn't. It was raining.
It was not. Look. What are you doing?
Playing with your hair. See? Rain.
It wasn't raining before.
Yes,
This
it
is
was. But it's nice and dry now. I hope someone says if you know you're.
I assume it's working because I've always got someone watching.
Could be just
Well,
us.
that friend.
It's not. It doesn't count me, and I'm not on it on my phone anymore. Oh, greetings, and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have two available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today, unless you're fond of cold porridge. I like a room. I could use some help. Could I see what you have for sale?
You only serve porridge?
Yes. It isn't by choice, I assure you. We used to serve some of the finest meals in Deerwood. We've had a damnable run of luck is all. It's been a bad season for the crops and we're running low on supplies. I sent Tenfrith up north to stock up. Tenfrith's our cook, you see, an artist with a good roast. But it's been days since he was supposed to return, and we haven't seen any sign of him. I've only just taken over from the last owner myself. I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't turn up. Should I try to find him?
You can try and find him for her. He was in Valewood.
You see him home safely, and I think everyone in here would sing your praises. Nobody much likes my porridge. Alright. I'd like a room.
Gold means nothing in this game, so you just always do the one you want. You always get.
Right, well, this seems like the best one, I guess. Oh, look, a fire. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. That's disgusting. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they're empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. You called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. Party gains 464 experience.
So you wanted to probably talk to the innkeep again?
Right. Inns allow characters to rest. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party.
Hail, traveler.
Hello again. Anything I can do for you? We still have rooms open, and it's never too early for a drink.
Alright, so you probably want to ask for a room again?
Why?
Just do it.
Alright.
So it opens up the menu for the shop, and if you click the coin one with the coin, you can sell your crap. Sell all the crap that you don't need.
Ooh, a spear. Does
Like
he need
that.
a spear?
No,
What
sell
does
it.
he use?
Sell it.
How do you sell?
You click on it.
Okay.
You don't need any of that crap. The only thing you keep are potions, journals, and like quest items. There's some quest stuff, but alright, now go to your stash. It's that box on the right.
Sell this too?
I would keep only.
None of this looks useful, actually.
Alright, so yeah, keep an axe and a rapier, a club maybe, just so you can equip it.
Was that a
Sell
dart?
What, this?
Yeah. Oh, it's a
No.
mace. Okay.
Trade all that away. You don't need any of that. Don't need any of this nonsense. Most of this is just superficial anyway. Simple clothing, you don't need that shit. Get rid of it. We don't need this either. We'll get rid of that.
No, Hayu didn't helmet. It didn't protect it.
It didn't. It's useless. We can sell this hide as well. We'll keep everything in that though. Let's try that. Yeah. They don't have anything good anyways. Okay. The only thing you probably ever want to buy from here are camping supplies.
Okay.
So you can do a number of other things. You can spec your character if you think you've made a mistake specializing him as you level up. You can change party members, but you only have 2, so it doesn't matter. You can recruit adventurers, which is basically making another custom character.
What the fuck is a level 1 adventurer?
It's like making another custom character to join you.
Oh.
And you can sleep. But yeah.
Hey, Keitano73, welcome to the stream.
1G, 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 1G. What does 1G mean?
I don't know, I guess it's some sort of emote.
Alright, so You probably want to level Aleph up while you're here.
Or I want to talk to people and see if they have stuff to say.
They don't.
They don't have shit to say. Oh, is that a child?
Or Lon Server. He's one of the other races.
Oh, there's stuff. I'm just gonna take this. Yeah. They're not low on supplies or anything. They won't miss it.
You took that book!
Yep.
Without even paying for it.
Yep.
This isn't a library, you're a crook!
The guards of Skyrim are coming for me. Hey! I know you.
So, I would level up Aleph while you're here.
Summit 1G. What is Summit 1G? I don't know what that
I think
means.
this is spammer, man. I'm baddie.
Why does he look like that? He's
Because-
so unfabulous looking.
Because that's how he looks, okay?
Clipping, 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 clipping. Stop! No tickling me! Stop! Stop it! Stop! Come on! I have to play the game. Right. Stealth, athletics, survival.
Put it all in,
Athletics.
no.
Or
No,
mechanics.
put
At
it
least
all
have
in-
one at least each.
No, you don't need, you don't need anything in any of them, actually. But you can I would put it all in lore. Just throw it all in lore.
Because he's bad at talking to people.
No,
Oh.
because it doesn't matter.
Ooh, Ghost Blade. What's
No. Well, so these are a number of spells you can train him with. You can get all of these actually pretty easily.
that?
There's two spells that I absolutely recommend. Chill Fog and Slicken. They're like the two best first level 1 spells.
Oh, ooh, freeze. Ooh, I like freeze.
This one's nice because it makes people slip, and gives you a lot of bonuses.
Oh, but the freezing.
That one's not bad either. You can take Chill Fog. You can take Chill Fog. You can get both of them eventually. All right. So now you need to choose a class talent for it. So, here's
Satan. They name their cults weird things.
so. Blast is a good one. It improves.
Blast processing. No tickling me. Come on. Come on. That's unfair. Come on.
Every time you make a bad joke.
Why do they keep calling me? Alright. What does it do? It just knocks him down? Or it does damage?
It increases one of the so he attacks things with wands and scepters, and it makes it a lot stronger.
What
I
about
take
the
it.
sneak attack?
No,
What about the
don't take any of those yet.
Fine.
In fact, you should until you get to the higher levels, those are absolutely useless because everything you can take for your class is better.
Alright. So I talked to all the bitches over here. What's back here?
That's the kitchen.
Maybe there's stuff in it. There's stuff in it.
How may I help?
That's stealing. That's stealing. It's gonna
Oh.
be stealing.
Will they know if I steal
Yes.
it?
If it says okay, so if you scroll over it,
Oh.
right, you see that little mask thing?
Oh.
That means you're stealing.
Okay.
They'll know you stole.
Spoons. Coated in brownish gum.
Certainly.
Disgusting. Right.
Alright. You probably want to head back to the tree.
To the tree. To
More
the
like to the
window.
loading screen. To the loading screen. Yeah, I think that's a spammer.
Might not be. Some people do pick spam. Thomas, I see you in here. Why didn't you say anything, man?
Come on, Maddie. Please don't just show them my desktop. It has
Uh,
porn and stuff on it.
on your desktop, there's porn.
All the time.
Alright.
You know I like to keep it available. Go to the tree, to the tree, to the tree.
Yeah, the tree's over here, yeah?
Yeah, it's past the church. Wait, if you step like right where, see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like it. She's glowing. I don't like it.
You should speak to her. You should definitely speak to
You
her.
can speak to her? The squat, descended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. That is disgusting. You perceive a faint glow around here that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimensions. I don't want to touch it. Ew.
You're not touching it. You're reaching out, not with your hands, but with some
I don't
other
wanna touch
aspect
it
of
with my
yourself that has no
spirit.
other worldly dimension.
I don't want spirit cooties from a dead body.
Too late. You already have them.
What if I just leave?
Then the story doesn't progress.
Oh, I don't want the spirit cooties. This is some deadly premonition shit. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with unfamiliar awareness. Stop biting me, you weirdo. Once you
I'm not
have
biting you.
expanded enough
This is not what is
to
happening.
reach her,
That is not at all what happened.
there's a sudden jolt
Streamers,
to your mind.
that is not what happened.
A ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Right? I didn't realize that a dead body's called synthesia now. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the robe creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you. Gross.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Interesting. Am I imagining this? Are you talking to me? What the fuck's happening? I survived Biowak. I want to know about you. Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy then. Do not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I, wherever here may be.
What the fuck? How are you talking to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
She gives you a motherly smile. Dead bodies are giving me motherly smiles now. Disturbing. Need to understand what happened. I think I survived a BOF. I want to know something about you. I definitely want to know about her.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
What the hell happened? She laughs, a rasping, choked cackle, escaping between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bump up and down. With each spasm, seeing your blank expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer.
She's dead as fuck.
Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife. See why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her balance, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Probably fucking nothing.
Nothing
Yup.
at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord, she is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Interesting. What's an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Have been made. Have been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us, the best, inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins, miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turn their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but there is some caution will leave them behind, I fear.
Right, other questions?
Of course, dear.
I survived a bivouac. Why?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
Probably because I'm the main character.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Call them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Alright.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
Are you?
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Alright.
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
Like when you weren't dead? Alright.
Yes.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on. And those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows
Oh, so
what
I
to
guess
look
those
for.
were the ghosts from
And
before.
sometimes they know a person just by looking at them. know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See, memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder. Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
I still have the nightmares.
You should see old Nerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kanua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Interesting.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldera closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision for some unknown place of waiting. Vanilla was granted
Crucible of the Soul!
This is some Johnny Tremaine bullshit. Interesting. And I expect that explains your earlier reticence about your experience in the ruins. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise of us to share these things. Do you know anything about Watchers? Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you just demonstrated. Alright, let's go.
You leveled up. We leveled up.
17 and a half.
The fuck? Why did he say that?
17 and a half. Well, it could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
What are you
The
talking
people hanging from
about?
the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
What you people do for fun around here?
Names are there. What are the people around here? Might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What are you
The people hanging
talking
from the
about?
tree. 18 of them.
Alright.
Last I counted, anyway. The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
Makes you think I was doing that. Alright.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her.
The
Twice I
marijuanas?
refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a rat at first.
Ha! So you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind to our dead.
We all got our bad days when we stand perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking.
Hey. That's how you ended it.
If folks minded their business, the tree over there'd have a few less wind chimes. Maybe I should take heed. I'll lead you to your corpse staring.
Speak to him again. You went down the different.
I don't want to talk to him about this. What if he gets me murdered or something?
He's not gonna get you murdered.
Careful, Frank. Let's not use that word round here. There'd be any number of Roger bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radrick especially. They come to these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
Think you're gonna be
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fella who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Why'd they hang him? Got involved. Radric sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority someone in the town was working with Coles, plotting Radric's overthrow, said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, steps up and said it's him. They took him at his word. What the fuck? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. War? Saints War. Only one in my lifetime. Fellow decides he's the living incarnation of Aothis. Overthrow Red Saris. Marches on Deerwood, so we gave him a Deerwood and hello. What's a Deerwood and
Blew him
hello? We blew him up, what the fuck?
Oh, by the way, Aethys is a god,
Alright.
so they blew up a god.
What the fuck? Alright. God of rebirth and redemption. Formerly, anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from.
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That Mr. Ox over there, there was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern.
Oh.
Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Radric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
You can see why I was eager to leave. If you're the next to be hanged, what are you doing here? Drinking. Alright.
Mostly.
Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Wademan's legacy started with Wadewind. Come with me!
Widewind.
Some place called Cave Dua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help
You
me.
remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about
Probably
setting
all
out
the
with a stranger.
marijuanas.
And a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
Alright then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. As long as you're not the one picking the sights.
So, I'd level up both of yourself and Adair real quick.
I'm so fancy. Alright.
So I'd put your points into athletics, honestly.
All of them?
Yeah. So your point,
I
just
can.
keep the ones, yeah, that's all the one. So every level, to push it further, it costs more points, but you get more points each level. But, hey, step back, go back. You want to keep those till next level, because those accumulate.
Okay. Marked prey.
Yeah, I'd take, what do you have there? Swift aim, predator sense, vicious aim. So, swift aim is pretty good with basically crossbows fire really slow, but they do a lot of damage. Vicious aim makes it fire even slower
That's awful.
and do even more damage.
I like this one.
50% damage over against targets that are affected with the damage over time. That could be pretty good. If you want it. Okay. So go ahead and level up Adair.
He looks ridiculous. Look at his
You don't
hair.
really see the models up close other than in this screen ever. So put it all into athletics.
But what about being stealthy?
No, it doesn't matter. Considering you step on every trap anyways,
Fuck you. It was one time.
I would take rapid recovery. Yeah, it's a really good one.
Alright.
Next level. He has one more he can add to him. So put it into athletics. Yeah. That's good. So Guardian stance is good, Defender is good. This will increase everyone's deflection, which is needed to protect others. This can increase the amount of enemies he has engaged, so it'll let him tie up at least 2 more enemies.
I want this one.
Okay. But it's a modal. They're modal. You can only use one at a time.
Okay.
All right. So what I would do next is I'd go down. Before you could do that, I'd go down south actually. Pick up one more follower before you start doing quests and stuff. You'll pick up more of them, but so south. Follow me. Just scroll down. South, 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 south.
Am I not going south?
No. No, you're going like east.
Definitely going south.
Yeah, so
Can't even go any further over
yes,
here.
you can. You can press on the compass. Right, and I'd go to Mogren's Fork. Yes. You're gonna come back in a minute. You want to pick up one more person. My favorite character of the entire series, this entire game.
Oh, is it the hamster guy?
No, this is not. This
Aw.
is a totally different game.
But he's the best. Why can't I
His
have
name's
hamster
Minsk.
guy?
Because it's a different game.
But I want him in this game.
Certainly.
That's what I want. What about what I want?
Well, this is not what this game's about.
This game isn't about hamsters.
It is a little bit about hamsters
Okay.
and astral space pigs, but
That's a guy.
it's a ghost.
Oh, it's a fucking ghost. Right. Fuck you.
You want? There we go. You want to talk to Durance?
Can I talk to the ghost?
That guy. No.
Guess I can't talk to
Durance.
the ghost.
You want to talk to
I wanna see
Durance?
that. Statue of Magrin, goddess of war and flame. Dozens of names have been scratched into the stone at her feet, supplicants seeking her blessing. Squatting at the base of the statue is an incredibly ugly man with bulging red cheeks, raked by pox scars, and a scraggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of the blacksmith's bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome.
Next comparison, possibly sparkled by his grin, is that of a bear trap, and then, out of nowhere, there is a hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue.
Not when it suddenly fucking bursts into flame like that. Nope. The question mark is barely there. As the man makes the statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast as if one is holding a torch to it, then slowly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a
whore?
promise for you. If not,
Just talk to him. Talk to him. Focus on the staff. That's always a good start.
Interesting. Strange toys.
I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The
Not
names
really.
that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter?
This guy.
It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me, you're a watcher, than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you're hailed from, or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
Alright.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits
He's the
of
best.
others and their own.
He's full of
Watchers among
shit.
them.
He's the best.
Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are honest folk,
and you are
a crack that shines light from
another place.
That reminds me of the part in God, what's the name of that movie? Fuck, what's the name of that movie? The one with Tom Cruise, where he keeps dying.
It's Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that one, where he was like talking, giving the fucking dude from Kentucky was giving his little pep speech to the guys that were playing cards, and he finds the cards and he's like, crack of my ass! That's what that reminded me.
We're meant to travel
Hilarious.
together, you and I. Saw you in the flames.
Not your face,
But that soul of yours, all tightened up like a huntsman's knot.
Stop looking at my soul!
There's things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions.
We're close for a reason.
I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their muling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left
Thomas.
their marks.
It's a quote from a movie.
Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
What kind
Disease?
of marks?
Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you stand.
Alright.
As for disease, not all of us were close to water when the pox hit, but it's no longer a passenger in my flesh. It left its marks as well. But like flames, the pox doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching.
The middle one's a good one.
That's what I was thinking.
Her? Don't fear her jealousy. Let us see what the road holds, Watcher.
Alright.
I'm actually starting to starve to death.
No.
So.
Are you starving now?
Yeah.
You want to stop now?
Yeah, for a bit at least, because I'm really hungry.
So
where's
we'll
the
just
save?
save. Escape. Durance is my favorite character
God,
in the
he's so
entire
fucking
world.
weird.
He's my favorite character in the entire world. He has like the best story arc in this game. It is like... It is excellent. Just the best story arc.
Alright, well, we will be back at some point.